Bell to Garcia, off the deflection, as Fresno comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria! Here's Warner, here comes the head of the jam, counted for two. Field, adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved! What a game. Left, that is gone! Block for Perez, that's my play, off the backboard, counting, and a win!
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit.
Alrighty, welcome back to another broadcast here on Real Sports Live. Game number 5 of 6. Thank you for joining us here on our pregame show presented by Rolly Gonzalez, Josh Moody Loans in Harlingen, San Benito EDC, and South Padre Island. Plan your trip at SoPadre.com. Game 5 of 6. Final game for both Matt Kai and Brownsville Vets today. Matt Kai 3-0 to 2-0 in action. Brownsville Veterans 0-2 just suffered their second loss to hands of PSJ High on a sweet fashion, 25-21 in set 1 and 25-21 in set 2. All 4 games so far have gone to just 2 games. Closest ones we've had were Harlingen and Matt Kai. That was the thriller of the day. Everyone really excited about that matchup. Again, we thank you for joining us here. Bruno Rodriguez with you. Maya Salas to my right, manning the camera. Has done an outstanding job at play-by-play and camera. Give her a round of applause from home. Again, we thank you for joining us here. Give you the standings from today's action. Matt Kai 2-0, the lone unbeaten so far. PSJ 1-1, Harlingen 1-1, and Brownsville Veterans 0-2. Lady Chargers looking to avoid going winless in today's action as they get set for their final game here at Matt Kai. Who've been a dominant terror so far. Potential playoff preview here, of course. Brownsville Vets in 32-5A, Matt Kai in 31-5A. We'll take a timeout before we begin. Coaches getting their final says in. It's Lady Chargers, Lady Bulldogs, and it's up next here on Real Sports Live. Game 5 of 6 from day 2 of the McAllen Poundfest here on RealSportsLive.com on our primary network.
Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen.
Back here on Real Sports Live again. Final matchup for Matt Kai and Brownsville Vets. Matt Kai 2-0, Vets 0-2. And Harlingen PSJ again 1-1. Give you a recap. Matt Kai captured their first win in sweep fashion over PSJ. Harlingen defeated Brownsville Vets in their first win to go 1-0. Then game 3, a battle of the unbeatens. Harlingen and Matt Kai in a slugfest. Matt Kai comes alive in a thriller in set 2, 30-29. Then a battle of the beatens here. Brownsville Veterans and PSJ both 0-1, looking to avoid going 0-2. Lady Bears get a sweep, 25-25. Now game 4 here, Vets and Matt Kai. Matt Kai, the home team in the yellow and purple trim. Counterparts Brownsville Vets in the blue and red trim. Libero for Brownsville Veterans Memorial. Andrea Chapa on the red with blue trim. Leah McClinney in the purple and gold as the libero for Matt Kai. We start things off with the serve by Dochan. We're underway for game number 5 here, and that one's shanked off. Cassie Garcia and Matt Kai will get on the board early. Again, Matt Kai looking to go undefeated in day 2 action. What's been an exciting day for volleyball. Here we also have our Donna tournament coverage will be tomorrow. We'll be over there for the championship Saturday. And another dive here this time by Garcia. Once again takes the bounce off her teammate. And Matt Kai already up ahead 2-0. Matt Kai, Lady Bulldogs looking to get something going early. Rocha gets a serve across. This one dug up nicely. Set up for Fort, who's going to lob it across. Rocha on the setup. Here comes the kill attempt by Pritchard. Won't go. Under it now, Chapa. Lobbed over finally here by Solis. Rocha sets up for Estring Hell. This one takes a bounce off Fort. And Mankind now on top 4-0. Lady Bulldogs, who are not an easy district when it comes to volleyball. Of course, you have Bella and Brownsville, Bella and PSG North, joining in. I'm saying it's a 3-1 game. Football action tonight. We'll have a scrimmage between St. Joe and Raymondville. We'll be live for that one. Set up, kill attempt, and she's met at the net by Carelli Cantu, excuse me. Now it's a 4-1 game, Matt Kai. Who's been on a tear all day so far. They get another point. This brings in Kaylin Ottmers. Ottmers set the serve for the Lady Bulldogs. So one gets across, here we go. Played in the backcourt, set up nicely. Trying to go for it now. Avila, good dig there by Ottmers. Williamson gonna knock it over. This one takes a bounce off the libero. Chapa, and it's kept in play. Fort gets it across. McClenny under it. Rocha on the setup for Williamson, and she'll get it. Andrea Chapa going for the dig. Takes a bounce off her, and Matt Kai now up 5-1. Matt Kai 5-1, looking to run away with this lead. That one takes another bounce off, and Matt Kai up 6-1, a 5-point game. The battling Bulldogs of Matt Kai on a tear so far as Kaylin Ottmers again set to serve. Irv gets across, here we go, takes a bounce off Garcia. Lobbed across, here comes Avila to shoot it over. And come in on the setup here for Estring Hell. Garcia under it once again. Gamacho sets up for Avila, trying to get a kill. This one takes a bounce off the net. Mankai on a tear, 7-1. And Anzo Vets will waste no time and they'll call their first timeout. It's back to the drawing board as Mankai on a tear, 7-1. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
That's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the art.
Back here to Real Sports Live, 7-1 ball game here in set number 1. Ando Vets calling a timeout early, lobbed over here by Solis. Rocha comes in on the setup. That was over, kept in play. Avila trying to get to the cross. This one would just drop in. Lobbed over by Ottmers. Set up here for Avila. Good dig in the backcourt. That one winds up in the net. Brownsville Veterans finally gets a point on the board, 7-2. As Michaela Ledema set to go here to serve for the Lady Chargers and potential by-district preview. So one gets across. Got set up and a kill attempt here as that one just gets across. They say that one rolls out of bounds. And Vets gets another point on the board. They cut it down to a 4-point game, 7-3 in this opening set. Michaela Ledema here trying to get something going, get a rally started for Brownsville Veterans. Serve just gets across. Ocha on the setup here for Williamson, kept in play nicely by the Lady Chargers. Avila gets it across. Rocha once again this time. Sets up for Pritchard, but that one denied. Winds up out of bounds. Now it goes 8-4 here as it met her at the net, but it deflected outward toward the Lady Charger bench. So Matt Kai picks up another point. And off the libero, Chapa, another one for Matt Kai, 9-3, back up to a 6-point game. So Gabriela Stringhel here has been on a tear so far. Gets this one across, here we go. It's Sundrit. Miscue there on offense by Brownsville Veterans, and Matt Kai now up by 7. 10-3 game in this first set. This one gets across. Set up, looking to go over. Fort gets it across, and that one's in. Brownsville Veterans now cuts it back down to a 6-point game, but Mackay has been dominant. They've been relentless so far. They're showing an example why they're 2-0, and they faced off against some very tough teams, including Harlingen in that thriller in our third game. 10-4, Fort gets it across. Here we go. Rocha on the setup here for Rivera, and a little too much sauce, and it winds up out of bounds, 10-5. At least Sport set to go again. McClinney under it. Rocha sets up. That's Pritchard who tries to get it, but it rolls out of bounds, and Vets again takes another point, 10-6. Brownsville Veterans now trying to stop the bleeding. They're doing their best here. They've cut it down to a 4-point game. Lee Sport sent to go again. Here we go. McClinney under it. Soft touch here, this time by Tamara Lane. And Mackay gives up another point. That's 10-7. Lee Sport trying to get something going. Continue this rally for Brownsville Veterans. Serve gets across. Ottmers, Rocha goes back out here. Williamson just gets it over. Fort on the setup for Avilo. Gets this one across. And that one just veers out of bounds. And Mackay gets another point back. 11-7 in this first set. And all the games so far have been sweet victories. Herb gets across. Lobbed over. Good dig. This one thrown across. Across, this one kept in play. Lobbed over by Williamson. Williamson received player of the game in that matchup against Harlingen. Lane going for a kill. That one just outside. 12-8 now your score. That sets up Raylene Martinez. 12-8, this one goes across. Here we go. That one deflects off Chapa, and that's another point for Mackay. Started off now with Brownsville Veterans cutting it down to about a 3-point game. Mackay quickly goes back on offense. As Braylon Martinez set the serve once more. Here we go. Chapa under it. Set up here by Gonzala. A kill attempt here this time by the Los Santos. Now one winds up out of bounds. Makes it 15-8. Set up here now for De Los Santos. Played nicely by Martinez. Pritchard sets up. Scarelli Cantu tried to go for a kill, but it winds up in the net. It's 14-9. They're keeping it on the official scoreboard here on the gym. Garcia gets it across. Here we go. Cantu. Pritchard sets up. That's Rivera trying to kill. Set up for De Los Santos. Played nicely by Martinez. Pritchard gets it across over. Salinas trying to get the kill, and it was blocked by Lane, but Vine's out of bounds. Mackay once more makes it a 6-point game. William McClenny now set the serve for the Lady Bulldogs, and we're 2-0 today in action. Good play. Shot across here by Solis. That one had a little too much kick on it. It winds up out of bounds, 16-9. McClenny set the serve once again. Here we go. Chapa to Calzado, suits up for Lane, and Lane's shot denied at the net. And Mackay picks up another point, 17-9. You look at this team, this Mackay Bulldog squad, and they're easily showing that they're a candidate to be one of the favorites in district title contention in 31-5A. Still early from the season. We haven't even started district play yet as this one lobbed over by Cantu. Set up. Soft touch by Solis, and that one drops in, but Brownsville Veterans gives up another point, 18-9, and their timeout called by the Lady Chargers. We're going to keep it here for you. You see your head coach Michael Smith. He wants to give a quick shout out to his twin sisters who turned 26 today. Watching in two different states. Shout out to Abby Smith tuning in from Athens, Georgia. Miriam Smith tuning out of El Paso, Texas. Twin sisters who turned 26 years old. That's from your brother, Coach Michael Smith. We'll continue this timeout, 18-9 in set number 1. You're watching Real Sports Live. Again, happy birthday from Coach Michael Smith.
We're the Lifer Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles.
Back here to Real Sports Live, 18-9 in set number 1. Matt Connor still on a tear again. We mentioned before the break, they're making themselves a prime contender for that district title run. But again, district hasn't even started yet. It's too early to tell. But this Bulldog squad looks very lethal on the court. And other teams to look out for, Edinburgh Vela, PSG North, McAllen Road looked strong. They were in a slugfest on Tuesday night against Harlingen in a tri-match. And then they got a big sweep win over Corpus Christi Ray. See how they're faring in their side of the tournament at McAllen Row. Here we go. Chapa gets it across. Garcia just keeps it in place. Solis shoots it over. Pritchard lobs it across, and Cadence Pritchard just a soft touch over, and that one drops in. She was going to try to swat that one back, but just a little soft touch, and it found an opening in center court for Brownsville Vets. Now a 10-point game, 19-9. McClenny gets it across. Lines up out of bounds, and Vets puts it back within double digits at 9, 19-10 in set number 1. This one gets across. Here we go. Set up. Little miscommunication, but they recover quickly. On the setup for Fort, and she'll get the kill. Now within 8. Catherine Ford has been the backbone so far in this game for Brownsville Veterans here. He's managed to keep them in the fight, but they still have a long ways to go. Now their money's worth against a very tough Brownsville Vets squad. Or tough Mac High squad, excuse me. Again, Brownsville Vets in 32-5. They also have some company coming in with Arlington South and Donna North. Eddie Hawks, an impressive day yesterday in day 1. Hopped over. This one shot across here. That's got Ellie gone through. Good stop by Chop on Fort, going for another kill, and she'll get it. Back-to-back kills for Elise Fort. 19-12 here in this opening set. Set open, lobbed over, and she's denied at the net by Fort. Selena's trying, going for a kill, and Fort met her up there. And goes 19-14. Your current score. That one deflects off, making 19-15. Ball bumped up, here we go. And a huge shot there by Estering-Hill as Fort meets her at the net, but it shanks outwards. And Mac High now makes it 20-15. Out of bounds. 20-15 your score. Gets across, here we go. Rocha on the setup for S3. Hello gets another kill, and Matt Conley saying, yeah, y'all got the power release for it, but we got the power of Gabriela S3. Again, she's been on the tear, and going back all the way to the Venom Challenge in Edinburgh a few weeks ago, Matt Conley's squad was already making some heads turn. Irv gets across. Robbed over. Miscue there. Miscommunication between Brownsville vets. Results in another point for Mankind, 22-15, as Kaylin Ottmer set the start once again. Irv goes across, here we go. Solis trying to go for a kill. That one just outside, 23-15. Goes up on the setup. Pritchard going for a kill to flex off, and another point for Mankind, game point. Serve goes across, this one kept in play. Champa will shoot it over. Ottmer's right on it. Rocha. Soft touch by Williamson. Another point for Mankind. They'll take it, 25-15. Dominant performance in set one. We'll go to set two after this here on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Once etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Restos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles.
At Kid Real Sports Live, set number 2, and a point already over from McAllen. That's 1-0 to start things off in the second set, 25-15 your score. So 1-1 game already here as Brownsville gets the serve across. Thank you for joining us. Rocha on the setup for Salinas. Hops in play. Hopped over, this one deflects. Fatmers, and that's already a 2-1 lead here for Brownsville Vets. Brownsville Vets finished the 2021 campaign 34-11 overall, 14-0 in district. Already 2-5A defending district champs, and their season ended early. They took on McAllen in the bi-district, and McAllen got a big 3-1 win in that bi-district round before McAllen fell in the area round in a 5-game thriller to Flower Bluff. 2-2, so again, these two teams already have some history with each other. Three 3-2 now, your current score. Now a 2-4 game here as Brownsville Vets now starting to give McAllen some trouble early on. Williamson gets under it. Rocha sets up for Williamson, and she's met at the net in 2 touches. Off to Mara Lane will give McAllen a point, 3-4. And so these two teams faced off in the bi-district round, and McAllen winning in convincing fashion 3-1. And 3-1, one of the more infamous number in sports. Serve just gets across, good dig. Here comes the setup, touched over by Garcia. Ottmers lobs it to Pritchard. Good dig, miscue there, but they get it off. Vaden sets up for Williamson. Williamson, player of the game, that thriller against Harlingen. Garcia gets it over. Solis, McClenny goes back out to Williamson. And a little bit too late on the dig there by Andrea Chapa, but McAllen will tie it up 4-4 in his second set. Four ball game, here we go. McClenny gets it across. Calzada keeps it in play, shot over by Avila. Coming in now, Pritchard for a kill. This one takes a bounce off Calzada. And a little miscue there on offense, and McAllen will get another point, 5-4, to take the lead in the second set. The Bulldogs, again, who look like a much more improved team from 2021. Again, they finished off the season 38-7, 10-4 in district. And they're paired in the Ringer district with Pioneer, Nikki Rowe and Sherryland. Ball lobbed across. That one just stays inside for Williamson, and that's 6-4. Of course, it was McAllen who knocked off Rowe in a playing game. We had the coverage of that one last year. A ruckus crowd at Sherryland High, and another point for Mac High. And we had the final standings here. McAllen Memorial finished off in second, Pioneer in first, Rowe in third, and Mac High in fourth. Those are the final standings in the 31 5A regular season. 7-4. This one just clears. Chapa gets under it. Set up. Lobbed across over. That was Michaela Ledema trying to get to the cross. Now Williamson gets it shot back over. Garcia under it. Calzada sets back up for Garcia, and she's met at the net. Ledema gets it over. McClenny. Rocha sets back up. Soft touch by Rivera. Good dig by Ledema. Set back up for Garcia. Another good dig on the other side. This one miscued here as Richard tried to keep that one in play. It winds up in the net and Vets. Now cuts it down to a 2-point game, so I don't know what went on in that huddle between the first and second set, but you can tell this Brownsville Veterans team looks a lot more concentrated, a lot more confident, cool, calm, and collected, if you will, in this second set, 7-5. Here we go. This one gets across. On the setup. Touched over. Takes a bounce off. Set up. Won't go. Lane sets back up here for Garcia. McClenny back under it. Rocha sets up for Williamson one more time. Takes a bounce off Lane. And Mackay increases their lead once again, 8-5. So that goes 8-5 now. There was a miscue on the score. They gave the point to Brownsville Veterans, but 8-5 here. We clipped it on a replay. Look at it for you. The ball here, this one knocked up nicely, thrown out of bounds. McClenny gets under it, then Rocha over here sets up for Williamson, and he deflects off to Merrill Lane and goes out of bounds. And Kai ball, here we go, gets served. This one gets across, and Richard coming in after the serve. Williamson gets it across. Chapa calls for it. Lobbed over here now by Camacho. Set up, and Stringhell going for the kill, but she's met at the net. And Brownsville Vets gets a point back, 8-6. Marifer Solis now checks back in for Brownsville Veterans. It's an exciting second set so far. As Stringhell set up for a kill. That one takes a bounce off Chapa. And Catherine Williamson, our player of the game, in that second win against Harlingen in a thriller. Harlingen wraps up day 2 against PSJ. Another point here. Makes it 10-6. Good miscue there, set up. Soft touch by Rivera, takes another bounce off Lane, and Mac High on top once more. And Brownsville Vets decides it's one more time back to the drawing board as Mac High slips away after what started off as a close matchup. 11-6 in set number 2. Don't go anywhere. This is Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day.
Back here to Real Sports Live, 11-6 again. Caitlin Pritchard, a freshman. Cadence Pritchard, the senior. Pritchard tried going after it. (11-7) here. Chapa, the libero for Brownsville veterans, set the serve and rematch of the Body District in 2021. Here we go. Good dig by McClenny. Pritchard sets up for Estering Hill. Gets stopped there by Chapa. Set up. Now a kill attempt. That one out of bounds. That was Monserrat de los Santos who tried to get one in, but a little too much juice on it. Makes it 12-7 in the second set. Again, all the wins here so far have been off sweeps. McAllen swept PSJ and Arlington. Arlington swept Brownsville Vets, and PSJ swept Brownsville Vets. Lady Chargers 0-2, looking to avoid going 0-3. Is a good play in the backcourt by Ottmers, and Pritchard comes in, had to cover a lot of ground, but she keeps it in play. And Fort going for a kill, gets it off Pritchard. So 12-8 your score. Pritchard takes a bounce off, and Mankind gets another point. Leah McClenny hands it off to Yaneli Rocha. Set up, lobbed over. Onto it, and a block by Fort. Makes it 13-9. On the cross, gets set up. Takes a bounce off Champa, and Matt Kai gets another point. Makes it 14-9. Caitlin Vaden set the serve. That's a cross. Set up by Calzada to Fort. That one just out of bounds. Or just stays in bounds, excuse me, as Brownsville Veterans gets it 14-10. Soft touch over. Went just out of bounds as Pritchard holds off on it. Mankind picks up another point, 15-10. On the cross, set up. Williamson, nice lob over, just keeps it in play. Chapa on the setup here. For Garcia, lobbed back over. Williamson tries it again. This one takes a bounce off lane. Chapa under it. Calzada sets up for Garcia. McClenny backs her up. Williamson tries it again. This one just skips over the net and gets through. Folks, you want to know how scary this Miss Mackay squad is. There's already 5 freshmen on the varsity list. This gives you an idea how scary this Mackay team is. Again, 5 freshmen already on the list, and me calling a few of those names for a while. Caitlin Pritchard, one of them alongside Yaneli Rocha. Gets you the other 3 in a moment. It's another point here. Makes it 17-10. And gets across. Lobbed over, takes a huge bounce, and that one, another point for Brownsville Veterans, makes it 17-11. This one go up. Pritchard going for a kill. That one winds up out of bounds, 17-12. Played nicely in the backcourt there. Set up. Pritchard gets it over. Chapa on the setup for Santos. That one kept in play. Chapa tries again, this time for Garcia. Kept in play by Vaden, and Smith gets it over with a nice little hook. Opt over. Rocha. McClenny sets up for Williamson. This one kept in play by Garcia. Rocha goes over it. Little miscue there, and lobbed over now is here by Williamson. Not a cross by Lerma. Soft touch over. Set up. Here comes a kill attempt by Williamson. Chop on it nicely. Good dig, and it's kept in play by Garcia. McClenny sets up for Rocha. Sets up for Pritchard, and that one just sneaks out of bounds. What a lengthy sequence there, but Brownsville Veterans will pick up another point. They cut it down to a 4-point game. Rocha sets up Williamson. And 3 touches will go for Brownsville Veterans. A little miscommunication. Looked like she was trying to get it over, but just stayed on their side. Estringel and Pritchard check in. Sister checks in for Sister. The freshman. Caitlin Pritchard deals in. She was a player of the game in our first matchup against PSJA. Lobbed over, and a huge block by Rivero, and Estringel makes it 19-13. And a timeout called here by Brownsville Veterans. 19-13, Mackay on top. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
This might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, Blue.
Real Sports Live again, the 5 freshmen we mentioned earlier, Caitlin Ottmers and Ellie Rocha. Caitlin Pritchard, Isabella Rivera, and Gabriela Stringel. So already 5 freshmen on this varsity squad, and a huge ace right there. Caitlin Pritchard gets herself an ace on today. 21-13, and 5 freshmen on this list. And 2 of them already sending shockwaves around the valley, making themselves candidates for Newcomer of the Year. This one gets across. Here we go. Miscue there, but Camacho just gets it over. Estringel, the freshman, trying to make a play, and Chapa gets under. Camacho shoots it back over here for De Los Santos, and a setup for Williamson. This one takes a bounce. Al Chapa. Camacho on the setup for Lerma, and that one just outside. 22-13. Here we go. Champa keeps it in play. Lobbed over by Camacho. McClenny sets up. Pritchard for Estringel. That one just out. And they're going to call it. The gill was outside, but the freshmen assist each other. Forgot freshman doesn't have an S under it, behind it. That's basic grammar for you folks, but 23-13. Freshman assist here as Stringhell has assisted by her teammate Pritchard. So it goes up. Lane going for a kill. That one a little too much crank on it. That's 24-13 game point. Mackay looking to go 3-0. Ball bumped up. Garcia goes to McClunny. Pritchard sets up for Williamson and they get the kill. Game point, Mackay takes it. Mackay will go 3-0. Brownsville Veterans falls to 0-3. They'll be the final standings for today as Mackay goes 3-0 on today and don't take the number 1 seed. Coming up next, the battle of the 1-1s. ESJ, who's 1-1, takes on Harlingen, who's 1-1. Maya Salas will take you home on the call. From Rodriguez Real Sports Live, from Mr. Joe Bowling, from Ms. Maya Salas to my left, and everyone at RSL saying so long but not good night. Game 6 after this here on